Well, just like anybody else, Brock would have said, quit messing around, let's get this race going. Are you ready, Ohsweken? Help me down, kids. 3, 2, 1. Drivers, start your Thunderstocks. Let's go rolling. A full field will get ready to go down here trackside. They will pace around in the missing man formation. Then we'll turn them 4 wide and get ready to go for a bit of fireworks, and then we'll really light them up. Greg, it's all yours.
50 laps on a super slick surface here tonight. Combined race number 2 of 4 for the Insta Panels Duel on the Dirt. Tomorrow night they'll be down at the Merrittville Speedway in Thorold, Ontario. And then on September the 22nd, they'll be down at the Brighton Speedway, all part of Applefest Shootout Weekend. The missing man formation in memory of Brock Leonard.
They will assemble up 4 wide and get ready to come around. Fireworks will be ready to light up the sky with our Lone Wolf Fireworks team and get ready to go for 50 laps of the Brock Leonard Memorial.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is their biggest race of the year here at the Big O. They're ready to do 50 laps of battle for you, the fans, so let's send them off Ohsweken style. Get up on your feet, wave your hat, your program, whatever you got. Send these drivers on. They are 4 wide and fancy for you, the fans. This is the Brock Leonard Memorial 50.
They will get assembled up 2 by 2 and get ready to roll. 50 laps. Wingers had a shot at this one in the past, so has Dave Bailey. Christopher Hale won the 50 lapper last week and he duplicated. Track is very similar to the way it was, Greg.
Gonna be an interesting 50 laps. 2 by 2, 13 rows of beautifully prepared Thunderstocks ready to duke it out. Lee Winger, Steve Shaw on the front row. The Strickland GMC Pace Truck pulls off down the backstretch. Kyle McKenzie with double greens in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, you came looking for a show. Well, here you go. Let's end all the anticipation as we bring to you our feature presentation.
Field coming to it. Down the front straightaway. They get the double greens from Kyle McKenzie, and we're on it here in the 50 lap Brock Leonard Memorial for the Insta Panels Duel on the Dirt Combined Series. Down the back chute they go. It will be Steve Shaw in the 96 from South Buxton.
Shaw out in front, Bailey right behind him with Lee Winger. That 49 at Dave Bailey, the point leader here at Ohsweken, tied for the point lead in the Duel on the Dirt Series. The guy he's tied with, oh, he's way at the back. Doug Anderson's going to have a long night of work, but he can get it done in 50 laps.
Wow, Christopher Hale with a big move on the inside of Winger to try and take that position away. Couldn't make that one work. It'll be the 96 of Shaw back down the front straightaway with a big advantage here on the 49 of Dave Bailey and Justin Ramsey in the 03.
Shaw up there in the points mix in that 96 machine, regular runner down the South Buxton Raceway, and he would like to gain some points in the Duel on the Dirt Series. Oh, troubles for Rob Hoskins on the backstretch. That car got out of shape. Now he seems to be back under power.
Track really slickening up here as Bailey trying to hold back Justin Ramsey for second. Shaw out front leading. Hale running fourth with Ryan Beagle, the one who a lot of these guys would probably have their money on the slick tracks, running good in fifth right now.
Talk about a cross section out in front. You've got a South Buxton regular leading the way. The Ohsweken champion for multi-times in a row, Dave Bailey right there in second. And then you've got back there in third, Justin Ramsey, one of the hometown drivers from the Ohsweken Speedway.
Down the back chute they go. It is the 96 machine of Shaw running with the advantage out front. 49 running in the second spot, but here comes Ramsey up around the outside.
Good racing mid-pack right now as you got Pete Reed in the thick of it. He's a title contender here as Blake Bomberry races with him. Logan Schwedick, Ken Sargent, all of them right now mid-pack, having a good battle.
Shaw way out front, and the three behind him are side by side. Bailey, Hale, and Ramsey all right there. Beagle looking to roll up on them a little bit. Now problems at the bottom of turn 4. Ryan Dinning facing the wrong way in the number 8. He's able to drive on out of that one.
That'll bring out the first caution in this one with 6 in and 44 to go in the Brock Leonard Memorial. I want to shout out to Alex Schutz and Insta Insulation, Insta Panels for bringing us the Duel on the Dirt this year. Not just Thunder Stocks in 2018, but also the mini stocks as well. And Alex really stepped up to the plate. And this is a fantastic touring series we have for the stock car divisions here in Ontario.
Well, this year it's really coming together with support from Insta Panels, and getting everybody on board with the same rule package across Ontario has really helped as well.
I went online earlier on in the year, before the season started, and before I knew it, it seemed like every track was calling them Thunder Stocks. Went from Pro Stocks, Street Stocks, now to Thunder Stocks at most tracks. And a uniformity of rules creates big car counts like this.
Well, the big thing it also adds, Greg, is it allows someone who wants to get involved to buy a car, because you're not just stuck on an island at one track. So, for example, in the past, you would buy an Ohsweken car, you could only race it here, or possibly one or two other places. Now, by getting on common rules, we've seen a lot of guys travel around. I mean, I've seen Christopher Hale run Brighton and Buxton, I believe, this year when I was out there, and Merrittville. We've seen I've seen some of these other guys go around. I've seen Shaw at both Merrittville and Humberstone on an off night. So it's been great for these guys to have something to work together.
And a lot of them like to travel. They like that option of, once or twice a year we get to make one huge trip, and a doubleheader weekend like this weekend is going to be a great one between here and Merrittville. As the green flag comes out, and we've got one of the hot shoes from South Buxton going against the hottest driver here at Ohsweken, Chris Hale.
Hale down the back chute. Working up around the outside, it's the Shaw 96. Look at Bailey way up the track. Bleach is up there as well, and underneath him will come Bomberry. Reed, a lot of the top runners in Ontario getting into the top 10 now.
Down into corner one they go, working lap number 7. Shaw still the leader over Hale, then it's Bailey kind of by himself with Ramsey in tow. Pete Reed right now in the 5th spot. Blake Bomberry solid run in 6th. Ryan Beagle 7th, and it's Logan Schwedick back there in 8th. 9th right now is Ken Sargent, and 10. How about Wade Purchase up to 10th?
Solid run for Purchase in the 53 out of Brighton. Down the back chute, though, it's still Steve Shaw. Hasn't had the best luck at the outside races, but he's looking really good here tonight in that 96. So is Christopher Hale, and Bailey stuck back there in 3rd, just watching them paddle away down the river.
Going back to Wade Purchase, he started back in 21st position, came out of the B main, and right now racing up there inside the top 10 and continuously moving forward.
Off of 4, still Hale chipping away at the bottom here on the Shaw 96. Not able to make up any ground, but Hale is really good right here through the middle 1 and 2. When they are off the gas, look at, he's pulling up to the back door, but on exit, Shaw's a little bit better.
Good battle back there now for 3rd is Dave Bailey trying to hold off Justin Ramsey and Blake Bomberry Jr. Bomberry right there in the thick of it. Some of the heavy hitters on the tour. Blake's another one that's traveling this year and raced at other tracks.
Down the back chute they go. Shaw with the advantage still out front over Hale. Into 3. Bailey on the bottom. Ramsey working the outside lane. Blake Bomberry holding on to 5th now as he's got a good run going.
Shaw still out in front, leading Christopher Hale. 2 feature wins 1 week ago here at the Big O. And then it's a gap back to Dave Bailey and Justin Ramsey side by side. 5th right now, Bomberry. 6th is Beagle, and 7th is Reed. And then a gap back to 8th. That's where Wade Purchase is.
Around the outside now, Hale looking in the 79. Bailey still with the issue on the inside of the 49. Still sparking pretty good down on the inside there. On the left side corner of that 49 car.
This time by will complete lap number 14 with Steve Shaw out in front, but it's not being made easy as Christopher Hale's right there all of the back end of the 96. Here he is in the bottom now, making a charge for the lead.
Hale working on the inside of Shaw. Can't make that one go just yet. We're working on lap 15 and they nearly get together in 3 and 4. They might have actually touched a little bit.
They'll work it down across the line to complete lap number 15 now. 35 laps still to go here in the Brock Leonard Memorial 50, and the battle out in front is a good one. Shaw in that middle lane. Here comes Hale trying to make a charge on the bottom.
Hale on the back end here, the 96 of Shaw as they work it off of turn number 4. Behind them, Bailey is a long way back with Justin Ramsey, Blake Bomberry Jr., and then Ryan Beagle. Fairway back from them is Pete Reed, and then Wade Purchase and Aaron Rewitsky.
One driver that really has not been able to make any forward progress, Doug Anderson. Again, we mentioned tied for the duel on the dirt point lead with Dave Bailey, but he's still running at the back of the pack right now with that number 72. So a rough go here for him, the Big O tonight.
Top 2 have been stuck together here lap after lap with a great race happening as they work on lap 18. Still more than halfway to go in this one. Off of 4, Hale looking for any way to set up Shaw to come back at him.
Good battle between these two. They've been glued together since the drop of the green flag. Hale makes a run and then Shaw just gets right back by him. This time they're door to door down the backstretch.
Hale looking on the inside, trying to stay off the left side door here of the Shaw 96. Billy Bleach Jr. slow on the outside in the 108.
And it looks like that'll bring out the caution. Doug Anderson's going to go to the pit area as well as Billy Bleach. So the caution comes out on lap number 19. 31 to go still here in the Brock Leonard Memorial 50. Steve Shaw, your leader in the 96. Chris Hale in the 79, second. Dave Bailey back there in third in the 49. Blake Bomberry Jr. fourth in the 24. And Justin Ramsey in the top 5 in the 03. You've got Ryan Beagle in the 84 RK. He's just been hanging right there outside the top 5 in these first 19 laps. Back there in 6th. Pete Reed, 7th in the 05, 8th right now. Wade Purchase, again, started 21st, up to 8th in the 53P. 9th, the 4 of Aaron Rewitsky, and 10th is Ken Sargent in the 25.
$19 in the board, still 31 to go in this one in a 15-lap mini stock race to finish things off. A couple of guys up on the top side trying to cool off their time. They work on the lineup. White flag is out. We're ready to go next time off of turn number 4. So both Bleach and Anderson pull into the pits without tire issues. So you get one courtesy lap if you have a flat tire. Neither of them had flat tires, so we will not be waiting, and away we go. 108 coming back through the pits, and he will pull out here at the back end of the tail. And Bill Bleach Jr. going to make his way back into the mix here, and will stay on the lead lap. Here we go. Green flag is rolling once more, and we are on it.
Into corner one they go with Hale and Shaw side by side, 3 wide behind them, as Ryan Beagle finds himself now inside the top 5. Justin Ramsey shuffled back to 6th. Good restart for Wade Purchase. Now he's challenging for 6th in that 53 as he continues his march towards the front.
Down along the bottom, Dave Bailey trying to make a run as they work this one. On the inside, Bailey way down low underneath Hale, trying to put the old sprinter slide job on him and can't quite get it done.
He is right down there, tucked right up against the blocks, trying to find any moisture possible. You can see a little bit on the bottom side of 4. I'm not sure what it's like in 1 and 2.
Very slick down here, as you can imagine. Super tough to roll and get back into the throttle. How about Blake Bomberry Jr. coming out of nowhere? Drove around Hale, drove around Dave Bailey, and now he's chasing after the leader for the entire distance so far. Steve Shaw, he's all over the back bumper.
Yeah, Blake had a fantastic week last Friday night. Didn't get the results he wanted, but he was a factor all night long. And he's right up there mixing it up with some of the best in the business right now. Shaw out in front. 3 wide for 2nd. Bomberry around the outside continues to hold down the runner-up spot.
Well, Blake Bomberry with a good bit of bite here, and he's straighter than anybody through the middle portion of the turns, trying to make the bite happen up on the outside. Bomberry on the outside of Hale. Bailey down low on the inside of Shaw. All of them right there, 5 under a blanket going for the lead.
Fantastic race at the front of the field right now as the top 5 continue to go at it. Working lap number 24. Next time around, we'll see the cross flags from Kyle McKenzie with Shaw, Bomberry, Hale. Right now, your top 3.
Hale slides up in front of Beagle for the 3rd position. Bailey running on the bottom, and he will see them go around the outside of him as he'll slip back into 5th. Shaw's been very good in that Mike's Service 96 car, running very good through the middle of the slick stuff.
Here comes Hale again, trying to get a run on the 24. Blake Bomberry Jr. down in corner number 3. Bailey committed to that inside line of the 49. Everyone just trying to search and find something to gain ground on Shaw, but it's been all the 96 so far for the first half of this one.
Shaw down the back straightaway, pulling away now from the pack a little bit as he gets out on the Hale 79 and the Bomberry 24. Beagle up to the top shelf now, and he'll follow them around the outside of 3 and 4 and come back to the bottom on the exit.
Here's another guy to keep your eye on right now. He started in the 24th position. Johnny Lowenberg is right up there behind Wade Purchase in that 53P. He is right now running in the 7th spot in the 14. Make that the 8th spot in the 14. Great forward progress by that driver in the Window Works number 14.
Shaw smooth and steady on the slick. Almost skating rink style speedway surface we've given them here tonight. This time as he comes around turn 4, he'll be 1 shy of the halfway mark. Sorry, 1 shy of 20 to go, I should say. We're long past halfway now. And Bomberry's still right all over him, Greg.
Yeah, Bomberry right there and pressuring. But he's got Hale right behind him as well. And is it just me, or do you get the feeling Ryan Beagle's just kind of sitting there? He is so good at these 50 lappers.
Beagle always seems to be there at the end of these ones, and even right now I half feel like he's just riding and making sure he's still in it. Looks like he's got more as he gets to the end of the straightaway. Here comes Lowenberg underneath Bailey, Ramsey, and one other machine back there. I think that's the Wade Purchase 53. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's making the challenge for the 7th spot as he gets low on Purchase. Bailey really starting to backpedal now. He's been committed to the inside line, but it is not working for the driver of the 49.
And Blake Bomberry just following Shaw into turn 1 lap after lap as they work this one down the back chute. Still Bomberry right there waiting to pounce, and I gotta feel like Beagle and Hale are also in that mix. Are they riding, or are they giving it everything they got?
Ryan Beagle doesn't seem to be overexerting his car. He just seems like he's content to run there. He's keeping pace with the leaders, and he's just kind of keeping the car in a cool zone right now, keeping some of the tires left on this car, whereas the top three, you see Bomberry and Hale continuing to make charges at the leader, as here they are. They'll bunch back up in front of some lap traffic. Oh, and they get together.
Yeah, Hale and Bomberry got together a little bit. Now they'll come around the Jens Mortensen 68 car. Onto the back chute they go, and into 3. Shaw up around the outside as he works it through the middle.
This time by the complete lap number 34. 16 to go for Steve Shaw over Blake Bomberry. Ryan Beagle right now in the 3rd position. 4th is the 79 of Christopher Hale, and 5th the 03 of Justin Ramsey. 6th is the 53 of Wade Purchase. And then you've got Johnny Lowenberg right back there in 7th. 8th is Dave Bailey. 9th, Ken Sargent, and 10th, Pete Reed.
Bleach off in the 108. He will head to the pits for the 2nd time here in the last 10 laps. He will roll it back down. Leaders coming up on the lap cars, and now Hoskins over the end of 3 and 4, and that will make them pick a new line as they come back onto the front straightaway. They scatter to get around the Hoskins 37. Hale finds himself shuffled back. Now Shaw trying to go to the new line to get underneath Kevin Pauls and Trevor DeBoer. And we've got a gaggle here as they all battle for the lead here into 3.
Down to the inside line around these lap cars, trying to find a line that works, and Ryan Beagle finds a really good one. He's right in the tire tracks of Steve Shaw. He goes to the outside of Blake Bomberry Jr.
Beagle right through the middle, and now Shaw pinned up behind Kevin Pauls. This may be the advantage. Oh, just when you thought Beagle would get by, he gets shucked around, and he gets shuffled back to 4th.
What a battle at the front. Now Christopher Hale says enough of that. I'm going to the outside line. He goes around Kevin Pauls, but they got Trevor DeBoer right in front of him. He'll duck down to the inside of the 23. Challenges for the lead around the outside of the 96 of Shaw. That opens the bottom for Bomberry. Door to door down the backstretch. Hale right now has the lead.
Hale trying to make a move, but he will jump the cushion at 3. Shaw gets the run. Hale gets a good drive down the turn. Who's it going to be? Back to the line. Hale hanging it out. They're nose to nose at the stripe. We've got 11 to go here.
They briefly touch doors off of corner 4. Great racing at the front of the pack. Not often do you see a 50-lap race and see the top drivers all going at it like this for the entirety of it. We are down to 10 laps left to go, and Hale's the new leader.
Ryan Beagle all over the back end here of 2nd place. Shaw, look at him point it to the bottom. He's got a straighter line, and Beagle going to get a good line here on the exit of 2, trying to hold even with Shaw, but Shaw carries the momentum to the outside of turn 3 as Christopher Hale's now got lap cars double file in front of him.
Yeah, he's going to have to pick the right line because Shaw and Beagle are waiting right there. Down to the bottom goes Hale, trying to tenderly work around these slower cars. He'll get to the inside of Mike Ferguson, comes off of corner 2, but a great run by Shaw down the backstretch.
Ferguson gets into it a little bit with Teeple, and that's going to hold up the progression of Shaw, Beagle, and Bomberry, who all had stabs at the leader here throughout this one. Within 10 to go now, and Shaw battling door to door with Ryan Beagle as they try and chase down Christopher Hale, 79.
Wow, what a fight there for the 2nd spot between Shaw and Beagle. Lap cars playing a factor. Blake Bomberry's not out of it. He's back there in the 4th spot. Well, Christopher Hale works to the inside of Kyle Pelrine. He'll cross the stripe, complete lap 43. 7 laps left to go.
Hale up through the middle. Will slide it down, but grabs the bite right when he needs to. 6.5 to go here for the leader, Christopher Hale, as he leads them with a good run down through 3 and 4. But the best battle right now is for 2nd, Ryan Beagle and Steve Shaw.
And Christopher Hale's done a nice job to work through the lap traffic, and he's given himself a bit of a cushion. Now there are no lap cars between he and the 2nd and 3rd place cars of Shaw and Beagle. Bomberry's dropped back into a fire under the hood of the 11 of Go Fast Teeple on the backstretch. That will quickly bring out the caution flag as that one is burning hot under the hood of the 11. And red flag will come out so the safety crew can get there quickly and get that fire out from under the hood of the Beamsville Fish and Chips number 11.
Well, the safety crew spotted, headed down the back straightaway, and problems there on the T-pole, number 11. Big flames as he rolled down the back straightaway. They got that one out quickly. And now T-pole out of, well, still sitting in the car, but flames are out. We'll turn up to you, Greg. Give me a second. We'll get right back to you. Everything okay here in turn number 3?
So with 6 laps left to go, this will tighten things up and take away all the lap cars that were giving us issues. So this will bunch things back up again for Chris Hale, Steve Shaw, Ryan Beagle, Blake Bomberry, and Johnny Lowenberg, who has had a phenomenal drive up through the field from 24th up into the top 5. This will bunch them all back up and give us a 6-lap shootout to see who will win the Brock Leonard Memorial 50. Second race. Again on the Instapanels Duel on the Dirt Combined Series. Tomorrow night, these cars down to the Merrittville Speedway in Thorold, Ontario. And then September the 22nd at the Brighton Speedway for Apple Fest weekend.
So Go Fast T-Pool will get pushed back to the pit area after the flames get extinguished on his car. And we'll get the lineup ready here in turn 1 to get ready to go back to it for 6 laps. Go ahead, Tommy.
So the field will get lined back up and ready to go to settle the final 6 laps. We still have the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks ready to come out for their feature event as well. 15 laps for them. And the winner of this race scheduled to draw the winning 50-50 numbers, so stay tuned for that. And again, if you leave the track, you didn't hear the 50-50 number, or you didn't hear whether or not it was claimed, you can always go to OhswekenSpeedway.com. Under the fans section, we have a 50-50 draw page where we list all of our winners, and if it is not claimed, the number is posted on the website, so you have a chance to see that at OhswekenSpeedway.com. Again, plenty of tickets still remain for next weekend's Canadian Sprint Car Nationals. If you go to OhswekenSpeedway.com, there's a link at the top of the page to purchase your tickets for the big weekend of racing. Thursday night again, and Test and Tune. It is free grandstand admission on Thursday night, and then Friday we kick things off at the Burger Barn. Night before the Nationals, and Saturday the Aero Express Canadian Sprint Car Nationals, supercharged by Nitro 54. And Clint, I think Jackson had a really fun ride through the infield there.
Did you hear him scream? Had to do something to wake him up.
Did we get your shoes on camera yet tonight?
No, you know what? I've been stuck in the infield all night. Casey brought me a pair of those shoes. We'll have to tell that story next week. I haven't even got to try them on yet. What a cool deal, though. Let's tell it quickly, though. Well, we're going to green this time. We'll talk about it after this one. But Casey brought me some new shoes. Here we come. Green flag is out. We're on it. And Christopher Hale gets a good jump here on Shaw and Bomberry as they come back to it with just 6 to go.
Hale again out in front. They're 3 wide behind him, 2 rows deep as well. Ramsey got pitched out. How about Johnny Lowenberg in that 14 machine? He's up to the 5th spot.
Working here down the front straightaway comes it's 79 of Hale with the run. 96 machine on the inside of Shaw. They touch Bomberry, and Bailey goes around over the nose in turns 1 and 2. Keeps the green going. And we are still rolling here.
Wow, tied for the points lead with Doug Anderson coming into tonight. No troubles for Blake Bomberry in corner 4, and this may bring out a caution. Yes, it will.
Problem for Blake Bomberry, flat left front on the 24. He'll get his courtesy lap here.
So the point leaders on the Duel on the Dirt series having their problems tonight. Dave Bailey went off track and lost some positions there. And Doug Anderson already off the track. Pete Reed came in third place in points, 11 markers back. So he stands to make up a lot of ground here tonight as he's running inside the top 10. Jason Fontaine did not show up tonight, so he will not make up any ground, but Wade Purchase, one of the cars up in the top 5. He stands to be right in the thick of the points battle, as well as Steve Shaw in the 96, who's running in the second spot. So things will definitely look different heading into the race tomorrow night at the Marriottville Speedway.
Lineup, working on the lineup, getting ready to go white this time. Don't forget, we still have our HRW Automotive 15 lapper to come to close out the night here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank them for being patient and hanging with us. We got to get through this one first. 4 more laps to go.
Back to the green, 4 laps left to settle it, and Hale shoots down the front stretch. Shaw, Beagle, Lowenberg, and Purchase your top 5.
Down the back chute, Lowenberg with the move here. In the 14, trying to get underneath Shaw. His best run of the season so far in that Ford Mustang 14 for Johnny Lowenberg. Christopher Hale, though, the man to beat for the second week in a row in the third feature straight.
3 laps left to go. Hale looking for win number 4 on the season with Shaw in second, Beagle third. Lowenberg now has tucked back into the 4th spot. Wade Purchase running 5th, as we'll see 2 laps left to go from Kyle McKenzie.
Hale with a big lead and pulling away once again out front of Shaw and Ryan Beagle, but Lowenberg there in the 14 on the mix, trying to come back at it as they work it on the back straightaway. Hale, the man to beat for the 3rd straight race.
Jay Liverance pulls off into the pit areas. Now we'll see the white flag. Last time around, Christopher Hale had a huge week 1 week ago. I'm going to guess this one will be a whole lot bigger with all the competition in the field here tonight.
Hale down the back chute with a solid run here again this evening. He will win the Brock Leonard Memorial. He won the Gales Cash Blast 50, the 2 biggest races of the year. Hale will get it done back to back. Solid night for Steve Shaw, and another great finish as expected for Ryan Beagle. Good runs though for Lowenberg and Purchase as well.
Justin Ramsey will come home in the 6th spot. 7th, Pete Reed. Then it was Ken Sargent, Logan Schwedick, and Ryan Denning up there. And now Dave Bailey is on a mission for something. Maybe to go talk to Justin Ramsey up in corner number 3. Nonetheless, Christopher Hale is going back to Lucas Oil Products victory lane. 2nd week in a row. He swept the night 1 week ago with 2 feature wins and picks up another one here tonight. Steve Shaw 2nd and Ryan Beagle 3rd as Lone Wolf Fireworks light up the sky. The official fireworks provider of Ohsweken Speedway. Check them out, Highway 54 in Middleport. Find them online on Facebook. Lone Wolf Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of Ohsweken Speedway. Send it down trackside, Clinton Jeffrey. Well, still some stuff going on between Ramsey and Bailey up into the entry of the pit area as they discuss matters, but nonetheless, we'll go down to Lucas Oil Products victory lane with Clinton Jeffrey.
Christopher Hale won the 2 biggest races of the year for the Thunderstocks, grabs another huge one here tonight. And the Brock Leonard Memorial won $3 grand plus in the last 2 weeks. Christopher Hale gets it done. Christopher, first off, we got to give away some 50-50 money. You've been taking it all home. Let's give some to the fans. $1,555. $1,555. Read that number for me.
35265.
Let's see that. 35265. If you've got that number, come on down. Christopher, what a run for you. A couple of awesome weeks.
Oh, the track's awesome out there. It's slick, but definitely those lap cars helped quite a bit there to get by Shaw. But actually, I finally beat him for the first time. I've gone down to South Buxton a few times to try and challenge against him, and he's beaten me every time. So it's finally nice to get a win out of this girl.
A lot of work for you and your crew to get this one back. It was ugly last week here in Victory Lane.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a meltdown there. It was a little overheating, but she's all good now.
They have grabbed the Brock Leonard Memorial Trophy for your photos. How about, ladies and gentlemen, he's the Brock Leonard Memorial Champion this year, Christopher Hale. Get over and get a word with Steve Shaw. Steve, solid run for you. I mean, I was talking when you went to the other tracks early in the year, saw you not have the luck you needed at Humberstone that night, but a solid run on the duel on the dirt tour. You guys being from South Buxton, your first year including this, great night for you.
Yeah, this is great to be on the concrete, and Ryan and I were talking about earlier, so we wanted to both be on here. So,
good job. Makes your night a little bit longer for your long haul home.
Oh, we're headed that way anyhow. We're going to stay in St. Catharines for the night.
Right on, there it is. Steve Shaw, ladies and gentlemen, one of the top runners of South Buxton, comes across here. We'll get in and get a quick word with Ryan Beagle. Well, Ryan, you're the guy that a lot of us have our money on. These are your type of money races when the track comes out. You were there at the end of this one, just not close enough. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's really hard to pass on a racetrack like this, but I had a blast. I'm just happy to have a shot at it, so it's about all you can do.
Good job, man. One more week to go. How about it for our top three here tonight in the Brock Leonard Memorial?